Hi guys, welcome once again to my back garden. Still on lockdown in the UK here, and this is the second part of me running you through my video setups. I have two setups. The previous video shows the previous setup, the DJI action camera, which is the one I'm actually videoing this video on, and this is my other rig, my much less portable rig that I do use occasionally when I'm doing some more static fishing, or perhaps I want to run two cameras to get different angles on things. But as you can see, it's a lot heavier than the rig from the previous video, and so I do tend to use this as a more static rig. I don't really like carting this about. I have done it on the odd occasion before I had the DJI, and it was a right game, to be honest with you. Absolute pain, and it really doesn't like being jolted about, so much more static setup. Running through what we've got, I mean, the camera is obviously the main part of it. This is a camcorder. It's 4K again. It's a Panasonic VX870. Once again, I'll put all the details of all this stuff down below. A great bit of kit. As I say, it's 4K, lots and lots of features. It's got a feature where you can tell whether you've got it horizontal or not, so you have nice straight shots. It's got an infrared function on it, zoom, all the usual stuff you would expect from a camcorder. But as I say, I'll put all the details of this and a link below so you can go and check it out for yourself. Had this set up for a couple of years. Did use it a lot before I got the DJI. The DJI is so much more portable. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you go to the last video, you'll see what I'm talking about, and I'll leave a link to it at the end as well. Now this camcorder, again, as with cameras and camcorders, the main problem is battery life. They don't last for very long. You can buy lots and lots of batteries, but as you can see down here, I have a power pack which I'll run this off. This is a Romoss SW20 Pro, which I attach, again, same as the last one, to a plate that's fixed to the tripod, and this is great because it gives you a remaining percentage. A few other things as well, what sort of output it's putting out. It's got a couple of outputs as well, this one, which is very useful. It's 20k, so it's much heavier than the Fospower one from the last video. Again, another reason I don't carry this about too much. Much heavier setup. But this is great. This will run this camcorder for a couple of days, to be honest with you. Pretty much non-stop. You know, I'll get perhaps 20 hours out of this, something like that, for this camcorder. So it's great, and obviously being a camcorder, you've got the screen which you can flip around to frame your shots. Look to the front. Now, once again, don't use the internal mics on this. I use the microphone, as you can see up here, under this homemade dead cat, as you can see. There is a Rode VideoMic under here. Shotgun mic, so it picks the majority of the sound up from the front once again, which is perfect for me. It's exactly what I want for when I'm talking into the camera. It loses most of the surrounding sound. You do get a tiny bit, but most of it gets lost, and you just pick up from the front, which is absolutely ideal. As you can see, this is mounted. This is another piece from Ulanzi. They make sort of peripherals for all this camera gear. Again, I'll link this down below. I think the final bit to mention is the light up here. As you can see, much bigger light than the other one. Should mention as well that none of this stuff's waterproof. So again, I wouldn't take this out if it was going to rain, because this stuff will just get wrecked. No question about it, it'll just get wrecked. So it's either take an umbrella as well with this stuff, or leave it at home. But as I say, we've got a nice big video light here, which is great. You get a lot of distance on this video light, which is good because this camera has just got a sort of standard lens on it. It's not a wide angle lens like the DJI, it's just a standard lens. So I have to set this gear a lot further back than I would with the DJI. And this throws a lot of light out a long distance. Now, if you've seen my videos, you'll know that I do tend to film everything. You see the bites, perhaps on a quiver tip or something, then I'll turn the light on. With the DJI, it's not a problem. We're always within reach. But with this one, it's remote. It may be 5 meters from me, maybe 10 meters from me even. So to turn the light on was a bit of an issue until I found this light, which is made by a company. I'll put the details up there because I'm not even going to try and say it. But it has a remote control with it, which I tend to keep in my pocket when I'm fishing. And as soon as I get a bite, start playing a fish, I can turn it on with this, like that. Light comes on, and I'm not sure it will come out on here, but it's got 2 different sorts of LEDs. It's got a warmer set and a cooler set. One's very white and one's a more sort of magnolia colour, if you like. And you can adjust the colour temperature of it to give harsher or warmer colours, and you can also alter the intensity as well. If I spin you around, you'll probably, let's turn that off. Spin you around, you'll probably be able to see on the back there, be able to see the settings if I angle it down a little bit. It's really good video, like very adjustable. You've got lots of settings on here, the 2 warm settings, and you adjust it all with this. Again, I'll put the links to all this stuff so you can go and have a look for yourself if you are interested. Again, it's got the barn doors on it, which is very useful because it does protect the front. Certainly when they're closed up, the barn doors are closed up, does protect the front of the light, and also helps concentrate the light, being that it is further away from me. It does help to keep the light confined. I think the only other bit to set that I did forget is the tripod. You see there's a tripod here. Now, I don't even know the make of this tripod. It's the very first tripod I ever bought. It's been absolutely fine, but it's one of these sort of £7.99 jobbies from eBay. It's been fine. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not going to link you into it, because if I was going to buy another tripod, and as and when this one gives up, I shall buy another tripod like the one in the previous video, the ZOMEi, for 3 times the price. It's 20 quid odd. It's much better bit of kit than this, so I'm not going to recommend this to you. And like I say, it's got no names on it, nothing. It's just a real bog standard £7.99 tripod off eBay. But it has been fine. It's been absolutely fine. It's done exactly what I wanted from it. But the legs are starting to go. It slips. You can push it and it sinks. And but I've had it a few years. You can't complain, can you, for £7.99? But as I say, I would recommend, if you are going to buy a tripod, and a cheap tripod at that, we're not talking fluid heads or anything like that, we're just talking a tripod, then I would recommend the ZOMEi, and again I'll link that in at the end. But I think that's it for this kit. I don't use this so much now. As I say, I only use it when there's, perhaps I'm going to run two video cameras, or I'm doing a more static setup, perhaps when I go zander fishing and sort of sit and wait it out, and I haven't got to carry my gear too far. So I hope that gives you an idea of the 2 setups I use, a bit of a behind the scenes look. And I hope you're all staying safe at home during this period. And I'm going to, perhaps in the next video, do some more of my fishing gear. And perhaps I'll do a bit of what I've been getting up to whilst on lockdown, which is obviously not a lot, but I've been going for a walk around here and stuff. Perhaps I'll show you around a little bit. But until next time, thanks very much for watching. I hope that's helped. Tight lines for when you can get back out, and I'll see you again very soon.